February 6th to the 16th, we're going to see a lovely batch of Twitch drops. This is one of them, Farmer Lucas's AK-47. I've just been informed the rotation has gone through, the ping has gone through, so let's just quickly tab out of here. Oh. Okay. That was a cool looking sleeping bag. Okay, we've got some hoodie and pants. We've got a Snake Custom SMG. Alright, yeah, that was kind of expected. Okay, well, there you go. We got some more Lunar New Year skins. I personally will sit here and say I'm probably not going to have to worry about, you know, having to get my wallet ready and whatnot. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay, then. Sleeping bag's still very cool, though. It's very bright. I'm thinking people will appreciate that. The L96 is also looking very good. Seen that already. And, you know, Locker's also pretty cool as well. So some of these skins I have seen already. This is technically a collection continuation to the one we got from 2 years ago. Remember the Rabbit one? Well, now we got a Snake one. Yep, Michael and CD worked on one 2 years ago. Now we got a sequel, so that's cool. There you go. A brand new snake sword just in time for the primitive update next week. Salvage swords, long swords, combat knives, bows, crossbows. Keep an eye on them and their skins, because if they start being used a whole lot more, in theory, you'd probably assume that there's going to be more justification to want to have skins for them. So we'll see. Perfectly fine looking design. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I'm not going to complain. I expected this. And I hope you did as well, chat. No complaining. Shut up. So, alright, let's go grab all the skins and we'll showcase them and see how they look. Alright, so yeah, it was a late rush store today. And, yeah, lo and behold, it was the second week of Lunar New Year. Huh. Well, potentially in the future, we're going to expect a lot more holiday rush stores. I'll talk more about that in a bit. Anyway, let's hop over to here and figure out which of these skins are and are not abnormal. And we have a lovely batch of brand new skins. Only 2 of them this week are not abnormal. We've got the brand new Lunar Snake Helix Rapier sword, salvage sword to be precise. Interesting usage for transparency. That's not abnormal. And funnily enough, the pants, yes, the pants of this hoodie and pants combination, they're selling the pants for $1, and that's not abnormal, and the hoodie for $2, and that is abnormal. So, yeah, next week, we're probably chasing after about 9 skins that are abnormal. Okay, fair enough. Not going to complain too much, I guess. But, yeah, this rush store, what do you think? Going to be very straightforward with you. I'm not that fussed. I very likely will just be holding onto my wallet and saving it, being very straightforward. But, of course, I'm still going to showcase off all the skins to you today. Don't worry about that. But, yeah, this, yeah, I'm probably just going to save it for next week's Primitive Update introduction. February Force Wipe is next week. We also have some DLC to look forward to, and I'll talk about that in a bit, of course. But, yeah, I'm looking at all of these skins, and I don't have a lot of faith. Let's just go with that. Even with last week's batch of skins, while some of those skins did look very nice, the amount of sales they ended up with was a bit ridiculous. In fact, if I were to just quickly showcase that to you right now, the Garage Doors, 45,000 subscribers, 33,000 subscribers. Well, remember when I talked about oversaturation? Yeah, there you go. So we'll see what becomes of that. Surely that just means it's genuine demand, right? Well, we'll see. It was expected that these will dip in price, but when we see things maybe around the summertime, if the interest is still there, that very likely will be in the positive, and this too. So, yeah, we are expecting at least a dip in price. It's what happens after a month or so. Does it maintain the price, or does it just struggle immediately? Give it some time, all right? But yeah, we did the abnormals last night. We talked about that already. We played it safe with buy orders. Now, let's focus these and let's talk about and showcase all of them in order of sales. Now, just to quickly point out, some of these skins are a little bit glitched in SCM to APP, but I know the order based on sales, and that's what we're going to showcase them in. So, shall we get started? Let's talk about this Lunar Snake Kaleidascope AK-47. The first skin to be accepted by Mr. Kyoshimyo. It seems he's had 2, actually. I would like to show that if I could, but it won't show me. So, anyway, Face Punchers accepted an AK this week. What's wrong, Hedge? What are you alluding to? So I'm sure many of you are well aware we're about to get a lovely batch of Twitch drops between February 6th to the 16th. This Saturday, I will have a lovely video showcasing all of them as well. Problem. What's the problem? 4 of these skins are AK-47s. Great timing for a brand new AK. Yippee. So yeah, if you go to twitch.facepunch.com, I have it linked in the description, along with this official collection list set up by TGG. Yeah, you can see that we have 1 generic drop AK and 3 streamer drop AK-47s. They are very nice, and they have a lot of transparency, so I'm sure a lot of people can appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, perfect time for a brand new AK. And then next week, if you aren't fully well aware, we're expecting some brand new DLC, and it just so happens we're getting a very special looking medieval AK-47. This is expected to be paired up with the Knight Armor DLC. We shall see. Maybe that might change, but yeah. So over the course of 2 weeks, we're seeing 6 AK-47s. That doesn't include what we might see with next week's Rust Store as well. Maybe we'll get like another AK for that as well. So, you know, that whole situation where I sit here and talk about, AK-47s as potential investments. This is the main problem. We have too many AKs, and we keep getting more and more and more and more and more. And what's the point in buying an AK if you're just going to be given some? Or if you're going to buy the DLCs. Point made? Yeah. So, okay, not exactly the best timing, but hey, we've still got to show this off. We've still got to give this a good look. So let's go ahead and give it a good look. So I'm out in the wild, and let's just show this off. Now, immediately, I've just positioned just nice so that you can see the lovely shine on this AK-47. Kiyoshimyo, that is a perfectly fine looking AK, and aimed on the sight, standard aim sight, nothing wrong with that. Quick look at night time, and what do we see? It's, well, standard, normal, can't see anything. No glow, but that's fine. We're not looking for glow, I'm just saying that. Right, okay then, so that's looking very nice and very cool. Why don't we go ahead and strike a pose, and ta-da, let's get up nice and close. Cool, that was fast, sorry about that. And nighttime, please. Yeah, that is a very nice mosaic style looking AK. The snake is looking ever so nice and sinister. Get a good look at the shine there. That's a lovely piece of work. But yeah, the problem of there's about to be a lot more AKs. That potentially might be a bit of concern to you. At the end of the day, if you like the skin, go buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator. He only had 2 skins accepted so far, it seems, and I'm sure he'd appreciate that. But if you're thinking, oh, would there ever be a sequel to this? I don't think so. It's a Lunar New Year skin. You'd have to wait at least until next year, and I don't know if he's going to be making a ferocious horse next year for an AK. Yeah, it'll stick its tongue out at you or something. Anyway, it's cool. It's nice. I think they've done a splendid job. At the very least, keep an eye on their workshop and see what new skins they produce in the future. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned. The amount of AKs we're about to see, that very likely will suffer because of it. So yeah, what else is there to say? Right. So if you like it, you go buy it. If you think it's a nice investment, it is at the very least abnormal. But yeah, I don't think this is going to hold up very nicely. And it's only the beginning of 2025. There's so many more weeks. There's so many more Rust stores. There's so much more disappointment. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of competition, and I don't think this is going to manage to maintain, the attention. So yeah, all right. Being very straightforward with you, of course. So let's tab out of here real quickly then. It is what it is. But overall, how many AKs do we have in the game so far? I can confirm to you that we must probably have about 300. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be working at the moment. But you can see there's almost 300. And we talk about this pretty much every single week. So, point made. All right? So, yeah. Best of luck to you then, good sir. I'm sure I'll be seeing some more interesting skins from you in the future. But let's now go ahead and talk about the furnace. Right, Lunar Snake Furnace. There's quite a lot of Lunar New Year skins submitted, and there's quite a lot of furnaces. In fact, let me just quickly showcase this to you. In total, over 170 Lunar New Year skins submitted. So, this furnace, I have seen it already. Let's quickly hop back over to here. For what it is, do we have the workshop page? There we are. It's a totally fine looking design. You've got a golden snake wrapped all around at night time. Its eyes glow at you. It looks cool. No fuck, Jimmy Tedeschi. It's perfectly fine for what it is. But the state of furnaces over the past couple of years have, well, it's gone a bit awkward. What do you mean? Well, you'll see this in a second. Oh, no, you can't. Well then, could you take my word if I were to sit here and say that the majority of furnaces aren't exactly holding up super great? Unless they're part of a big collection, they don't really tend to work out very nicely. And this is independent. It says Lunar Snake, but this is actually all glitched. I'm just noticing this now. That says like Lunar Snake Kaleidascope. I think SUMM's going through a bit of a funny situation at the moment. Yeah, anyway, that Lunar Snake Furnace, it is abnormal. You could do the abnormal barders first next Wednesday night and then approach it afterwards, but I wouldn't be surprised if it drops off a fair bit. By all means, if you like the designer skin, go ahead, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support those skin creators. Let's go give this a good look. Observe. We have a very cool looking snake design. Got a lovely bit of sheen there. Look at the reflection on the back of this furnace. We've got money. We've got gem. It's a ruby, basically, I guess you could say. Anyway, That's looking nice. Quick look at night time if we can. Got a nice bit of reflection from the lighting. Yeah, good look at that. Very nice. Look at the glow, oh rather not the glow, the sheen of the golden snake's body with the light. If I turn off that, whilst that disappears, the eyes stand out. I mean, that's cool. That's nice. I'm sure people appreciate. And yep, that's the only thing that lights up at night time. So overall, a nice creative choice. But again, like I said, if it's not part of a big collection, they don't really tend to work out very nicely. We have had a couple independent furnaces that did quite nicely fairly recently, but yeah, we've had many Lunar New Year furnaces in general is what I meant to say, sorry about that, but they all kind of just suffer. It's unfortunate, but it keeps happening. So by all means, if you think that looks cool, if you like snakes, look no further, that's probably the best skin for you. But I don't expect much. I did say at the very beginning, don't really expect much for this week. But if you like a skin, you go buy it for yourself, you treat yourself. If you're looking at it as investment, well, if it's abnormal, we do the abnormal barders first. And I guess I should say this real quickly. If you don't know what abnormals are, consider going over to my YouTube. Watch my most recent Ruskin Abnormal Barders video. We do this every single week. I'm always on stream every Wednesday night. We sit down, we consider what to offer for all the skins in terms of price. And we know that these skins, they become marketable at a set time every single week before the roster even rotates. So if you don't fully get it, watch the first 5 minutes of this video, go to the chapters, skip ahead to the buy orders. You'll see how this all basically works, and you'll understand abnormals gives us a nice little time advantage that we can utilise. We can do the barders first, look and see if there's enough barders on each of these skins to see if there's actual genuine demand, and then you'll feel a lot more comfortable considering if you actually want to invest into skin, buying a lot more of them. Sounds good? So yeah, that will help you out. And as I continue this video, I'll be basically saying the same thing over and over. I know what it's like, I know. But yeah, I'm trying to help you out, play it safe, and be smart with your funds. And I think we basically said that at the very beginning. It's not looking to be a very super crazy sort of rust or for profit. So, point made. Shall now talk about the year of the Snake L96. So, we don't get that many L96s, do we? Not really. But, well... I would have showed you that if I could. But unfortunately, and I guess I have to show it to you this way. L96 skins don't do a very good job of retaining their price. Oh yeah, by the way, have you seen the Steam market recently? It looks like that. That is not a face punch issue, that is a Steam issue. Go look at the Counter-Strike section, go look at the TF2 section, for example. It's just as muddled up as this. So anyway, L96, we probably won't see all of them. But I can confirm to you, if you looked at all the prices, the majority of them are down in price pretty badly. Quite a decent amount of them, just barely over around $1. So what gives? Well, how often are you even using the L96? Yeah, all right, there you go. So, okay. I mean, it depends on what servers you're playing on and whatnot, probably. But yeah, okay, fair enough. This brand new, ever so nice and shiny looking L96, should we actually give it a good look and question it then? I mean, yeah, we can. But by default, and I've said this before last week, when it comes to Lunar New Year weapons, they tend to just kind of drop off pretty quickly. Sorry to say. So whilst this looks nice right now, I don't imagine it's going to retain its price for the foreseeable future. So let's go. Let's whip out the big snake and let's move over the sun because I want to get some good look at the shine. Come on, sun, don't be shy. Oh, there we go. I'm already getting it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, right, let's actually give it a nice little inspection. That's a very cool looking snake. Now, you've probably seen my short video already showcasing this. If you haven't, feel free to go ahead and look there as well. But same thing, you know, like it's shiny. It doesn't glow, as you can see. Showing the aim down the sight without a scope is kind of pointless because you can't change the colour of an aim sight. And then, honestly, kind of showing the scope as well is kind of pointless because it's always going to be the same, isn't it? So, right, point made. Let's go ahead and size it up and give it a good look. Now, overall, cool looking design. I'm sure a lot of people will be appreciating it, but it's the issue of, well, I just wouldn't be surprised if it drops off. So, night time, go. Looks very nice. A lovely piece of work here produced by Mr. Little Ranger, one of the most prolific skin creators in all of Rust. If you like it, you go treat yourself. You go ahead and buy this. I don't blame you. But if you're thinking this is going to be a perfectly fine investment, mate, I've seen some very notable collections having L96 skins and they still drop off really badly. I think right now there's probably only 2 or 3 that are currently in the positive out of all 19 L96 skins. Yep. So, very sorry to say, but don't be surprised if that's going to be the case. I will wait until the price drops low. Exactly that, yeah. Wait until around March, April time. We're getting very close. Right now, And I think it's partly due to the fact that the Steam market looks a bit buggered, ruined, messed up. It unfortunately has probably led to prices starting to drop off now. Then again, it is towards the end of January. We are well past the peak of prices with post-Christmas. I'm actually considering wrapping up my series as I talk about like the sales I've made over the past like 10 weeks since November. But yeah, prices are starting to drop off. You will start to see skins going down to potential new rock bottom prices or for the foreseeable future. So yeah. That's a warning to you, chat. That's a warning to you watching this. Be prepared. Prices are going down now, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these skins in the current Rust store will be following suit pretty quickly. Yes. All right, so this right here, do you like it? Feel free to comment below, and I think that's a perfectly fine amount of time to focus yapping about this. So, shall we now move on to the next skin? So, au revoir, L96, and now let's hop out of here once more. Alright, next up we have the Serpent Lightkeeper wooden door. I'm sure a lot of people might be appreciating this, but immediately, it's a wooden door. Watch out! What do you mean, Hedge? Well, okay. $2.49. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a wooden door sell at $2.49 and then inevitably see what happens next. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you inevitably what happens next because, unfortunately, this is what it looks like. Oh, is it actually going to load down? Oh, it works now. Okay, there you go. That's helpful. Do you see all these wooden doors? Do you see how that sold for $2.49 and that sold for $2.49 and that sold for $2.49? And do you notice how they're all now less than $1? Yeah, okay, well, there you go. Point made. Oh, look, $2.49, $1.49, $1.49. You can clearly see these drop off. And, well, how often are you even using a wooden door? You are probably at least using it in the development of your base, but not enough. Now, again, depending what servers you play on and whatnot, it would be different. But overall, they don't get used enough, and therefore the justification to own skins, and therefore prices. So yeah, this brand new wooden door, I would not be surprised in the slightest if it ends up going down to about like 80 cents. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest whatsoever. Now, by all means, if you like the skin, you can go ahead and show your support, because this is a very cool looking design produced by Kasim Tattoo. Give it a good look. I mean, we'll be showcasing it a bit anyway. That looks nice, and I would be surprised if he'll be producing some more cool looking skins in the future. Consider keeping an eye on his workshop for the foreseeable future. That's very creative. Look at it. Anyway. So that's looking cool, that's looking nice. Let's go ahead and give it a proper looking game, but straightforward, I'm being straight with you. That is not looking to be a very nice, profitable skin. Sorry to say, but yeah, if you like it, you show your appreciation. If you look at it as an investment, right, oh, okay then, so let's go over to here and turn our eyes, and here we are. Give that a good look. Da-da-da-da. Okay, look at that. That is looking nice. Now, quick look at nighttime. Glows in dark, quite bright. Other side, can we give it a quick look? Pretty much the same thing. Yep. Right. So, I mean, it's fine for what it is. If you like it, feel free to comment below right now. Can I get a quick look at daytime? Thank you very much. Could I get a quick look at it with some lights as well? So, yeah, it's a wooden door. But, unfortunately, I don't look at this as a nice, profitable skin. So, not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't think people always keep their attention to it. I don't think people will be using wooden doors enough. So yeah, this is an unfortunate thing, and this is probably why we don't see that many wooden doors compared to sheepner doors and garage doors in Rust stores. So yeah, cool. Right then, shall we now move on to the next deplorable, and that would be the locker. Get a good look at this. What a good looking, shiny, and technically speaking, collection continuation of a locker this is. Yes, so about 2 year ago, it was the year of Rabbit, wasn't it? Yep, okay. And we already have a Lunar New Year Rabbit locker. This right here is a snake locker. It's made by the same skin creator. I think they would actually look like similar. You know what? That's got my curiosity. What do you think then? So, very similar styles. Obviously, one's got a little bit more gold compared to the other, but they're still different. I wonder why he didn't do a dragon one. I think he did actually. It just wasn't accepted. So we might not have like a full collection. Maybe just skip the horse one next year and stick to the rooster one the year after, Mr. Michael. Either way, they both look cool, and you can go buy both right now. And yeah, well, first of all, let's give it a good look with some light reflection. The metal parts reflect quite nicely. You can even look at the one over here as well. Yes, not that reflective. I guess he learned to improve. That's a cool thing to notice. It's a little bit, just not as much compared to this one. So, Michael, I can see your improvement, and it's looking very cool. All right, and of course, total nighttime. Off we go. And total nighttime. There we go. He wasn't doing it. But yeah, very similar styles. with the rabbit one from 2 years ago, you can see the lantern hidden behind there. Obviously, it's all drawn. This one, a little bit brighter, I guess you could say. Again, seems to have improved it. So, yeah, nothing wrong with what I see. A perfectly fine, comfy design. And it has a brother. So, what are your thoughts? Do you like it? Feel free to comment below. For what it is, yeah, it probably do a decent job retaining its price for the foreseeable future. That rabbit theme locker to the left, for a while it did drop off. There was a period of time in 2023 where we suddenly got a lot of locker skins, so they all kind of went down in price. Bit unfortunate. But then as time went on in 2024, there was a bit of a lull period where we didn't get any. All of the lockers just kind of went up in price ever so nicely. That went up to a nice positive price. As of now, it has dropped off a fair bit. But now that we got these two together, and you know, you got the wall dividers, you got the wallpaper, you can make some very nice, comfy looking roleplay bases if that's what you want. So yeah, I mean, we got something cooking here. What do you think? I'd love to read it. But as an investment, I still expect it to go down in price. Sorry. I'm very, very, very quick with you, but yeah, like, it is expected. Easter time is not going to favour this. It is still expected to go down in price. But how much will it sell by next Wednesday? That's definitely going to be something I'll be wanting to keep an eye out for. Now, on both sides, very similar looking styles on the back. On the top, well, not that much here. A bit more of a marble design. So similarities are kind of obvious, but it's not like a complete copy. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a very interesting potential horse one next year, or a rooster one sometime later. I hope I've got these animals in the right order. I hope. Right, shall we now move on to the next skin? And that just so happens to be the sleeping bag. Right, so give this a good look. That's looking very nice. Now, here's the main detail, because I've already made a short video showcasing this. It's super bright at night. Get a good look at that. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't we just have a sleeping bag quite recently? Well, it didn't glow like this. We had the black diamond sleeping bag. Now, that was nice because it didn't glow, so you could put that outside and, you know, you wouldn't notice it so easily at night time. If you put this outside at night time, people are going to easily spot it and get a knife. So, yeah, no, you don't want that to get ruined, do you? Okay. Put it inside your base. You might not have everything fully set up. You might not even have a fire. What are you doing? Anyway. These glow-in-the-dark deplorables, they will prove to be quite helpful, and with the sleeping bag, just look at how bright it is. Right, look at it. I could go all the way over to here, and I could just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. And look, it's just so bright. You're easily going to spot that from afar. So, again, don't put it outside, but do consider putting it inside your base. Oh, yep, okay, there, perfect timing. Right. So can I just get a good look at it, you know, with some sunlight? Oh, look at that. Look at it shine. Looking very cool, very golden, reflective. Lovely morning. Oh, yes. Right. So, super bright sleeping bags. Almost said backpacks. Oh, we didn't get a backpack this week. It finally happened. I didn't even consider that. Hey, we could have had that glow-in-the-dark lantern backpack. Could have happened, but they didn't do it. So, all right, I've just noticed that the combo breaker has actually happened. Chat, look at, we haven't got a backpack this week. We'll probably get one. We're going to get a Twitch drop. Rustors is what the combo was. Anyway, so that right there, it's perfectly fine for what it is. If it's something you want to have inside your base, don't blame you. With all these skins that we got over the past 2 weeks, honestly, and those items, of course, you could make some really comfy looking bases, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be making great use of that. So, all right, cool. Are we going to be seeing that many more sleeping bags in the future? I wouldn't be surprised. They're a pretty regular thing to see. I have noticed quite a few Valentines sleeping bags already, for example. But yeah, all right, cool. We'll leave it at that. In terms of profitable, they were very 50-50 last year. Now, what if it doesn't sell that much? Well, of course, all the better for it to potentially rise up in price in the future. Okay, well, I would hope to see something that might follow suit with this next year, like do the exact same design, but put it on like a large box or a small box or a chair or a table. Table, yeah, chair and table, please, give me. I mean, make it all glow. That would actually be funny. Do it. All right. So, yeah, it's fine, but abnormal. Wait until next Wednesday. Abnormal barders first, and then we'll see what we do next. Sounds good? Okay, but it does look good. Molly, so let's just quickly hop out of here. Yes, so, Molly, let's quickly go over to here. I do believe this is their first ever skin acceptance, and, well, let's see what happens next. But yeah, they're in that weird, awkward position where they technically can't make a collection continuation because Lunar New Year has come and gone. So keep an eye on their workshop. I'm sure they'll be producing some very interesting skins potentially in the future for Lunar New Year. No, Valentines, you fool. Oh, not a third week. Not a third week. Please, no. Primitive skins next week. Primitive. Anyway, we have said more than enough in regards to that. Shall we now talk about the snake-themed sword? So, salvage swords. I've been talking about this. We have just found out today, I want to bring this up, we can see that they have decided to actually go ahead and remove the nail gun, the revolver, and the water pipe. For primitive game mode, it's quite literally just going to be bows, swords, and knives. That's it. I mean, you can still, like, grab things and throw them, right? I mean, actually, oh, they should actually add throwing axes. That would be cool. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah. Do you think swords and shields are going to be a very prominent, like, part of primitive Rust, or is everyone just going to stick with bows? I mean, in theory, you think it would work quite nicely. Shoot for the eye holes and the shield. Anyway, okay. If we do start to notice more and more usage of these... oh, wow, we only got 2 skins last year. If we start to notice more and more of these salvage sword skins being used, or the weapon itself, so long swords also apply, you'd expect all these prices to improve. I have noticed builders have been improving on these as well, along with bow skins, but we need to see, is the primitive game mode actually going to be popular? Is it actually going to stick around? Are people going to keep wanting to jump in? Remember hardcore? Yeah, that happened, didn't it? So we'll have to accept that. Overall, there's only 34 skins in total. I'm pretty sure some of these ones that came out quite some time back might be getting a bit more interest. But, you know, this design, which we're now going to showcase to you right now. Now, get a good look at this. Look at the shine. Look at the detail. That's an awesome looking design. So, you know, not every night is a good night, you know. We need some naughty, devilish, dark knights out there, and this is the perfect sword skin for them. Now, of course, you might be questioning, hey, does that happen to glow in the dark? Nope, just want to make that nice and clear. This does not glow in the dark. Cool. Whew. Right. So, yes, a very cool, interesting looking design, but in the past, salvage sword skins, they have not really held up very nicely. Will the primitive game mode prove to be popular? Will it actually maintain interest? Will we see enough people playing and using swords? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see these primitive weapons actually getting a lot more usage. I'd love to see people seeing justification in owning these skins. This one's perfect as well. You could just sneak up on people. It's got like a fork tip. Like, ooh, that'll hurt. Anyway, let's go quickly show this on over to here. Strike a pose. And if I could do a sinister pose. But yeah, give it a good look. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. But yes, just be cautious. In the past, salvage sword skins usually just went all the way down to $1. Like, ever since we started seeing a lot more of them back since like a couple of years ago, every single one that came out just went down in price. We even had like that cool looking Ice Eye sword from last year. Completely different colour scheme, very interesting looking design, very unique, went all the way back down to $1. So this right here, if you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator, keep them nice and motivated, keep on putting nice creative designs in the future, but do be a fair bit cautious. But at the very least, if you think you need a nice cool looking sword for the primitive game mode next week when it releases for February Forthright, it's probably the perfect skin for you. Treat yourself. Cool then, right. So let's go ahead and put this away and let's go make a nice quick change, because what do we happen to have next? Well, I have a custom SMG in my hands. Get a good look at that. It's a snake. Yes, right. Aim down the sight, pretty please. Looking pretty good. Shoot. Reload. It's cute, it's fine, but we've said this in the past many times. Custom SMG skins. Bit low on the totem pole. Maybe we'll see a buff for them in the future, but I don't think they get enough love. If you go take a look at all the recent custom SMG skins that have come out over the past few years, you'd realise they're pretty down bad. And yeah. Even ones from notable collections. So yeah, custom SMGs that are collection continuations from already existing popular collections, they come out, they still go down in price. I believe on average, every single one of them that came out in 2024 went down by at least 30%. Every single one. So, yeah, for what it is, it's a perfectly fine looking design. Quick look at night time. We do not have another situation like the double barrel shotgun from the previous week, but hey, you can just about see that symbol there. Okay, cool. So, all right, fair enough. If you like it, you go ahead, you go buy it, you go appreciate it. But I'm being brutally honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it drops off, okay? Yeah, my teeth. Alright, there you go. Got a little bit more space there. He's a cute looking fella. That's a very nice, cute little design. But yeah, I just don't expect much with the custom SMG. So yeah, alright, looking pretty good. Looking very nice. I'd love to see some more skins like that next year. A horse, but for an MP5 or a Thompson or something. Alright, well, alright. So let's just hop out of here and showcase exactly what I was talking about. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a good look. Please load. Please load. Alright, SMM seems to be fixed now. So 2 skins accepted so far. The most recent Minicopter SMG, as you can see, is already down by 35%. And now let's just look at all the custom SMGs from last year. Down 46, down 29, down 30, down 43, down 49, down 21, down 12, down 3, down 51. And over to here we can also see down 27, down 13, down 16, down 47. Point made, yes. The only custom SMG that came out somewhat recently that's doing good is the Blackout. Now, I just noticed cardboard to the right. Is that manipulation? I don't know. I'll keep an eye on you. But yeah, it's usually only ever been the Blackout one. Part of one of the most well-established and beloved collections. Yeah, pretty much everything that came out for that was always usually in the positive. Everything else, nope. So, of course, you got like a Banana, Thunder Gold, you got Black Diamond, Sweet Dreams, Cold Hunter. Very notable collection. MK Ultra. Still went down in price. So this all by itself feels like an inevitability, doesn't it? Sorry to say, but yeah, you get the whole point. $2.49, wouldn't be surprised if you could get it for about $1.50 at some point in the future, potentially even less. So, very straightforward answer, but Sun Art, very cute looking design. I look forward to what you produce next year, all right? So, keep up the good work. All right, let's now talk about the Amulet Rug. So, last year we got a very nice, cute, decorative rug design, and well, we got another one. Cool, so, let's just go see how that, right, okay, so what was it called? Does anybody remember what that rug was called last year? I'd love to remember. What you could do is you could go to smm.app, look in the top right, click the little notch that looks like a watch, click to 2024, scroll down, go to last year's Lunar New Year, and I'll just be able to find it right there. Wow, that was quick. Dragon Fan Rug. Over the course of time, this has been down in price pretty badly. Yeah, it hasn't really done very well. Rugs that are decorations, it's a bit funny, but we have had quite a few of them over the past few years. Some have actually worked out quite nicely, others, and this is one of the others. So, if I could show you its sales price over the past year or so, you'll realise it went down in price pretty quickly. It went up, but it never matched up to its rustore price until fairly recently-ish, almost. But now it's starting to go back down again. Post-Christmas came and went, and even then, it's still not exactly looking super great. Sorry to say, but yeah. So I just can't help but assume the exact same thing is going to happen to our brand new rug. And both of them don't glow in the dark. That's another thing I just want to establish very quickly. So whilst this will look very nice, which I'm going to show to you right now. Oh, look, yes, very nice. Shiny. The sunlight on that, that's looking cool. Like a cool decorative thing to put inside or outside your base. Looks nice. But again, first of all, doesn't glow. Got that clear and, nicely established. So understood. Yeah, problems. Problems. So, yeah, I don't really expect much to go with that. It is something that very likely probably end up at around $1. But could it work out nicely if it sells hardly anything? Yeah, sure, but you say that pretty much for everything. It's not a end-all, be-all, perfectly fine thing. But it is abnormal. We can chase after that first, see what the price looks like after. Well, let's see what the bars look like after we do them and make considerations. But even then, I don't have that much faith in it. If you like it, by all means, buy it, enjoy it, support the skin creator. But as an investment, I think you're just going to stick with doing a barter. That's probably be the best way to go about it. And now let's go over to here and talk about the clothing. It is the final 2 skins to talk about for this Lunar Week 2 Rustore for 2025. Lights off, please. Here we go. So, we got an interesting design here, and I just want to get this across to all of you. This is not looking like it's snake themed. That just looks to be like a standard dragon design, which is totally fine. What this implies is I wouldn't be surprised if next year we potentially might be seeing a sequel that'll be Tier 2 or Tier 3, and then the year after that, yeah. That's if we do see a collection continuation. This is going to be like Halloween, this is going to be like Christmas. If we do see a collection continuation, yes, this will very likely spike demand, spike in price. It would be a brand new core piece, much like every other week. But, okay. Do you see Lunar New Year skins as holiday-themed skins? Technically speaking, yes, they are. Not as blatantly obvious compared to like Halloween and, Christmas. But, it's just where we are positioned in the world. Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is, we just saw quite a decent amount of like clothing and armour for Halloween and Christmas, and what did I say? This is expected to go down in price pretty low, and we're not going to see this actually rise up in price unless we actually see a collection continuation at some point in the future. But of course, with them being holiday skins, you've got to wait until next year when the holiday happens again. Point made. So, you know, it's a very cool looking set. I want to give some props to skin creators. It's nice and shiny. Do you like shiny? Probably not everybody, and I get it, I understand, but it does like stand out quite nicely, and it does make you look pretty cool. But yeah, some armor would be very, very nice. I don't know how it's going to look, but I'll sit here and say if this is a dragon theme hoodie and pants, I'm expecting some cool looking dragon theme face masks and coffee cans. So we'll just wait and see, all right? We'll just wait and see. Is it going to be like those big costumes that normally have like several people in them? I don't want to say that they're conga-ing, you know what I mean? Like all hands and shoulders and whatnot. But you know what I mean? Like they're walking about and they're doing a dance and whatnot. That would look cool if you could make it look like that. So skin creators, start preparing for next year. And yeah, that, whilst we see the hoodie is selling at $2, it's not going to maintain that price. I highly doubt it. But if it sells next to nothing, okay, maybe things might be a little bit different. But by default, I'm going to treat this like the Halloween clothing armor skins and the Christmas skins. I'm probably just going to lowball it. I would expect it to drop off pretty sharply around March, April time. We'll see. So yeah, Easter dip, an inevitability, and it's already starting to get, you know, the momentum of the downward slope's already happening. Prices are starting to go down, so you have been warned. But that does look pretty cool, and I know a lot of people will be appreciating it. If you want to buy it for yourself, you know exactly what you want to do, so go ahead and buy it, treat yourself. But if you're looking at this as a potential investment, do the borders for the hoodie first, and we'll see what the interest looks like. But yeah, pants, probably not going to be doing that much different. But you very likely will see the hoodie probably not sell as much compared to the pants, considering it's twice the price. Okay, point made, understood. Right, let's hop out of here and, you know, wrap this up, I guess. Right, okay, I guess we'll wrap this up then. So overall, don't have that much, well, don't have that much faith. Very sorry to say, but yeah, it's Lunar New Year. And these skins, they haven't always done the best. Hoodie and pants, you do look good. Now, I respect that, but I've got to wait and see what's next year. Dragon's Fury. Dragon's Fury could very likely turn into a very interesting collection, but we need to see it turn into a collection. You might say hoodie and pants. Shut up, I need to see more than just that. Anyway. It's fine. Like I said, you can still do buy orders. You don't have to spend your wallet. You can savour it for next week. And let's talk about some things we've noticed being added today. Right, so of course, we have seen the arrival of the Knight Armour Tier 2 right there. And we also happen to have the Medieval Sheepman Door and Medieval Double Door. All right, cool. They don't glow in the dark, and they don't like they don't have any transparency or anything. They're just cool medieval style skins. And we respect that. Now, if you want to go see some more recent medieval skins that were submitted, look no further. Consider looking at my Rust Workshop skin checks for January 28. There's a bit of a mishmash with normal skins, medieval skins, and Valentine skins. All right. Now, if I could just quickly show you some interesting designs that I saw. I've got the archery target there, got the box there, the garage door with transparency that I'm sure people would like, but I don't think it'd be allowed because it's too pay to win. And I've got to show off a Z Skipper and Doc Schneider skin set here. So, lots of interesting styles, lots of interesting things. But technically speaking, I ask you this. It's a primitive game mode, but is it medieval? Whilst they've announced that they got the medieval pack, is it actually a medieval update? Well, now we don't have any guns, and we're aware of that, so I guess it truly is. We'll see. Anyway, you got the blue banner here, you got the red banner here. Both of them are rugs, but cool looking designs. We got the archery target there. Makes sense. I think people are going to be having to practice the bows a lot more now. It makes sense, but yeah, perfectly fine design. We have the primitive box. Now we are getting a large box that's apparently being worked on. So it's not just medieval AK, there's a medieval large box currently being worked on. That very likely could be finished just in time for next week. We shall see, but it's been mentioned. And, well, here's the garage door. This is the transparent version. I get the feeling this will be accepted, but the non-transparent version will be the one that's accepted. If you go see this in game, you can see through all of it except where the flag is. We had something very similar before, a good 2 years ago, the Industrial Bloodgate, but that was not actually introduced to the game. The non-transparent version was added at a later date. So that's a whole nother can of worms. But this right here, this is awesome. So you might not be fully aware of this, but that right there, that hairstyle is actually a burlap head wrap. And because burlap head wraps are supposed to basically cover your whole head, what they'll do is they'll just make you bald. So knowing that, Z Skipper and Dark Schneider have made a transparent burn-up head wrap design to make it look as if it's like priest hair. Look at it. It's awesome. Oh, mate. Look, I know it's more role player, but don't you want to be a priest? So you could be knights, you could be priests. I mean, it's perfect. Personally, I think he should add a skirt as well, so you have like the full garb. Add some burlap shoes maybe as well. We shall see, but that's awesome, all right? So a lot of very interesting skins were submitted, and we also happen to have Valentine skin submissions as well. So yeah, I gave a bit of extra time talking about these very pink and bright and Valentines. Well, that's not going to be next week because the primitive game mode introduction is the February 4 swipe, but the week after it will be Valentines. So that's just around the corner. Not expecting anything sort of super significant like an event in game for Valentines. It would be fun if you could do something like that. Bows and arrows and making people fall in love. All right, cool. Anyway, so you get the idea. There's some interesting theme skins coming out. Now, for Valentine's specifically, there is the Valentine's 2020 talk fast, slow, Valentine's 2025 contest collection set up by TTG here. This is the official collection, and I can confirm we already have 34 skins submitted. Over the course of this upcoming weekend, there will be a whole lot more, all right? So whilst a lot of people submitted some skins already, there's very likely still going to be some regular skins submitted, so I'll be keeping an eye out for that regardless. But yeah, if you want to go see some of those newer skin submissions, consider watching the Rust Workshop Skin Checks video. All collection continuations are chaptered. I seem to have messed up that... We saw Ultramarine Clothing and Shogun Tier 2 as well. I just noticed that the Ultramarine Clothing one is a bit broken there. Anyway, that's my fault. Right, okay, there was a glitched thing that I want to talk about. So this is something that's going to just not be recognised. But earlier today, and we can see it right here, you might notice green industrial wall light and red industrial wall light. So it seems they're planning to make it so you can easily change the colour of the industrial lights. So I'm sure you're well aware of the industrial pack. If you're not fully aware of it, let's just quickly go back over to it. I'm trying to remember which one's the Rust store. There you go. In general, you would have seen this in the past, I'm sure. Ta-da! In the process of what appears to be being able to use spray cans to change the colours of the lights, they accidentally made it something you could buy. So that's been changed. But some people have bought these. Let me confirm to you, these are useless. You cannot trade them. You cannot buy them. You cannot sell them or anything. But you probably did buy a glitched item, all right? So if you're proud of that, fair enough. But if you want your money back, you can refund them, all right? You can refund them. But yeah, that happened. So we acknowledged it very quickly, and now we will no longer acknowledge it ever again. But yeah, on the horizon with the next update, it looks as if you better change the colours very quickly with a spray can. So cool. All right. So a little mistake happened, and we only looked at it very quickly. All right. So don't moan at me, Face Punch. People must know, and people will keep asking me. So anyway, yeah. Maybe I'll make a short video as well. Anyway, so yeah. Keep an eye on the commits. Cooking version 2 is probably going to be the thing that's focused now, because Primitive Game Mode will be out next week, so there's going to be one thing they're going to be mainly focusing. Maybe it'll be 50-50 with the jungle biome and this. But yeah, we can make bread now, apparently. Yes! They've mentioned loaves of bread, and I think people will be right. Apple pie? I wonder how you can make yourself very comfortable with apple pie. Anyway... So there's bread, there's more things being mentioned, there's going to be bees, you're going to be able to collect bees, you're going to be able to turn into a beekeeper, you're going to be able to collect honey. Cool. So, so anyway, just move on from what I said there. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be getting a lot of attention. A special plant pot as well. So if you aren't fully aware, about a year and a half ago, they mentioned a brand new set of like plant pots and decorative like plants that you could have and whatnot, but it never went anywhere. But now... maybe we'll see that potentially being brought back. Maybe we could get like a kitchenware DLC or something. That'd be pretty funny. I'm pretty confident we might maybe see some sort of funny looking fridge being introduced. The specially made Rust Face Punch fridge. It has a freezer. Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think they'll make something that'd be like pay to win, but something stand out and pretty cool. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get more DLC. That's what I'm saying. So we've just recently been introduced to wallpaper stuff. Maybe we'll get some cool stuff that's completely unique in the further future. But it's all fantasy at the moment. It's a guessing game. Feel free to comment below what you'd like to see as a DLC, as an idea. I'm personally down for the idea of hairstyles. I'm perfect. Let me GTA my hair and make me have a big afro. Oh, mate, everybody would have one. Even if it would be a something that wouldn't be very helpful for you in game. You know, everybody would buy an afro. You know, everybody would buy an afro. Yeah. So okay, cool. Anyway, or braids, or a big ass mohawk. I need it now. Come on, Face Punch. I'm asking for it. Don't make me do a shadow hopper and demand it every single day for a year. All right, okay. Or hair that goes all the way down to my feet. Okay. Anyway, change character DLC. I think that would be something they eventually do in the future. But you're cursed to be who you are, Stormtrooper. You cannot change unless you put an effort in with your lifestyle changes and whatnot. He doesn't want to do that, so shut up. Right, cool. So, yeah, that's basically everything. I think we're good. So now we can just kind of dedicate a little bit of extra time to the Twitch drops. So, yeah, I will have a video showcasing this. I've just found out I made a mistake with the reacted targets that I'm going to add into the video. But, yeah, my video will be out on Saturday. And you've probably seen these in the background. So, huzzah! We have some deplorables to quickly show you. As we've said with this locker, it's very nice, it's very cool, but one thing I forgot to mention is we got a locker being given away for free just around the corner. Mr. Wobbles were very nice. Glow-in-the-dark locker right here, as you can see. Now, as you can see with the tiger here, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but yeah, those eyes glow. I'm pretty sure I showed this like a week ago and I forgot to mention that, so alright, cool. We also have Mr. Rexmore here with a generic drop that is the reactor target. Looking ever so nice and cool. So yeah, some interesting Twitch drops just around the corner, and that will all be kicking off with the next week update. Yeah, it all kicks off with the February 6th roster rotation, the update, all of that. So I can only hope you're all looking forward to it. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later. See you and goodbye.